In the last half hour, we learned Justin Eichhorn is in federal custody at the Sherburne County Jail. This is his booking shot here. Eichhorn made his first appearance in court this afternoon. The now former state senator resigned his seat this morning after allegedly soliciting a minor for prostitution. Danny Spiewak joins us live with new reaction coming in from state leaders on both sides of the aisle. Danny.
Well, Chris, the Senate was fully prepared to expel Eichhorn this morning. That is something that has never happened to a Minnesota legislator in the history of the state legislature. But before the Senate could even take a vote today, just minutes before, Eichhorn voluntarily resigned. Within minutes of submitting his resignation,
the Senate will come to order.
Justin Eichhorn's name disappeared from the Senate chamber.
We will begin, members.
Followed by the secretary's reading of his resignation letter.
I must focus on personal matters at this time. It has been an honor to serve in the Minnesota Senate. Sincerely, Justin Eichhorn.
By resigning, Eichhorn avoided becoming the first legislator in Minnesota history to be expelled.
Decisive action needed to take place.
GOP Senate Minority Leader Mark Johnson called for Eichhorn's resignation almost immediately after learning of the allegations.
The transcript, based on the reports, are very damning.
According to Bloomington police, Eichhorn tried to meet an undercover officer whom he thought was a 17-year-old girl for sex earlier this week.
This would have been a cloud hanging over the Senate. We don't need another one of those, so now we're able to get back to work.
Senate DFL leaders said their caucus would have joined Republicans in expelling Eichhorn.
It is hard to conceive of a way that Mr. Eichhorn could have returned to this Capitol to operate in any way.
DFL Senate Majority Leader Erin Murphy waited until Eichhorn was formally charged before calling for his resignation.
Fastest is not always best. Knowing is the right way.
Meanwhile, Murphy has not called for the resignation of her own member, DFL Senator Nicole Mitchell, who faces felony burglary charges, citing due process. But Murphy says the two cases are not the same.
She doesn't pose a risk to the people who are here. Senator Eichhorn, Mr. Eichhorn, by that nature of what he was doing, would pose a risk to the people.
Now, Minority Leader Johnson was also asked about Senator Mitchell today. He said that today was not the day to talk about that they were going to only talk about Eichhorn's case because of the disturbing nature of those allegations. Mitchell herself actually was absent from the Senate today, but now with Eichhorn's seat being vacant, it'll go to a special election. We're expecting that to be scheduled probably in either late April or early May before the end of the session. Back to you.
Yeah, Danny, we've seen the turmoil at the beginning of the House session. How does this impact the rest of the session for the Senate?
Well, in terms of the Senate, it's now a 2-vote majority for the DFL rather than 1. So it doesn't have any impact on the DFL's control, of course, with this being a Republican senator having a vacant seat now. But certainly just another scandal that the legislature, whether it's the House or the Senate, has to work through as they're trying to get a budget done here, which of course is due May 19th.
All right. Danny Spiewak at the Capitol. Thank you.